Hey, welcome to Color Up. Today I'm going to talk about the top 5 bets at the game of craps on a $10 table. Now, I cover a lot of the math portion of this video in my previous video, the secret best bets. Well, I'll go ahead and link up to that video, but that covers kind of the details. I'll just kind of give you a quick summary, and this is going to determine the top 5 bets. Now, it's not your typical list, what we normally see, where we see, the pass line is the very best bet. This blows that away and shakes things up quite a bit. So stick around to find out what the top 5 bets are on a $10 table. Now, in quick summary, I'm going to tell you the formula that I use, and that is the cost per hour. So if we look at the field bet and we make a $10 bet on the field, this is one of the worst bets you can make. $10 using this formula at a house edge of 5.5%, not too bad of a house edge, but middle of the road, but there's a 100 decisions per hour. This is a one roll bet, so every time you're either going to win or lose this bet. To make the field bet on a $10 table, it's going to cost you $55 per hour, one of the worst bets on the table. Again, refer to my video, Secret Best Bets, to kind of where I break down all the math on that. But let's go ahead and look at the top 5 best bets. Coming in at number 5 is the buy bet on the 4 or 10 if they only take the VIG on a win. So for instance, if we make a $20 bet and we make that a buy bet, some places they're going to ask for the VIG or the 5% commission up front. So you'd have to bet $21 to win $40. A lot of casinos now have moved to where you win at the end, or they're called automatic buys. You can you could ask for a place bet, but they're automatically going to make it a buy bet. It's better for the player. So what that means is you're going to bet $20, you win back $40, they take the VIG or the 5% out at the end. So a $20 bet, they'll actually pay you $39 versus a $21 bet where they'll pay you back $40. Now that makes a huge difference in the house edge. A buy bet on the 4 or 10 with the VIG only on a win drops the house edge down to 1.67%. Now using our formula, $20 bet times our house edge times the decisions per hour, you're either going to win or lose out of 100 rolls per hour. You're going to win or lose 25 of those. It's going to cost you $8.35 to make this bet. All right, coming in at number 4 is the place bet on the 6 and 8. No big surprise, right? Let's take a look at a $12 bet on a $10 table. You don't want to bet $10 because the house will round down on you, but if you bet $12, they'll pay you properly, 7 to 6, and the house edge is a very low 1.5%. Now with the 6 and 8, you're going to face a few more decisions. You're going to look at about 30 decisions per hour that this bet is either going to win or lose. So $12 bet times the house edge times 30 decisions per hour. This place bet on the 6 or 8 is going to cost you $5.47. All right, coming in at number 3, and this might not shock you because it's not at the top of the list, is our line bet, the pass or the don't. 1.41%, 1.4%. Basically, I'm going to call them both 1.4%. So a $10 bet on the pass line. Again, it faces the same approximately 30 decisions per hour that it's going to win or lose. So we're looking at $10 at a low house edge of 1.4%. For the house edge, 30 decisions per hour. It's going to cost you $4.20 to make a line bet. All right, so we've heard from the experts, we've read all the books. What could possibly be better than a line bet at the game of craps? And it's found over here in the hard ways. Yes, that's right. A hard way bet, if you calculate it at cost per hour, is actually a better bet than the line bet. Now hear me out. The number 2 bet is the hard way 4 and 10. Remember, we're at a $10 table, so we can make this bet for as little as $1. At an average of 100 rolls per hour on a table, the decision to either win or lose is going to be 25 decisions. It has a very high house edge of over 11%. Terrible, terrible house edge. But at only $1, our formula says $1 times the house edge times 25 decisions. This bet will only cost you $2.80 per hour. And that means coming in at number 1 is either a bet on the hard 6 or the hard 8. $1 bet times the house edge times, there's more decisions here, 30 decisions, but because the house edge is lower, The cost per hour is a little lower, so only $2.70 to make this at a $10 table. This has changed my mind drastically. I've always said stay away from the center bets, but with such a low cost per hour, these bets are a lot of fun. I know a lot of players play them anyway, but if you stick to just $1 bet, in an hour's time, the cost per hour to play these bets versus all these other bets is actually better. So, I think I was wrong. There's no way that I can get on anyone's case for adding hard way bets to whatever strategy they like, because the cost per hour is just so significantly low. Now, I will warn you, once you start pressing these bets or you raise them up, you think, well, color up said it's a good bet. But as soon as you get these bets up to, for instance, a $5 bet, they become pretty bad bets, and they're almost as bad as the any 7 bet. They go way down the scale. You're looking at almost $14 per hour to play these. So $4 per hour, $5 per hour, $14 per hour to play these. At that point, at a $5 level, stay away from the hard bets. I mean, we are gambling, so you do what you want, do what you have fun with. But I am no longer going to get on your case if you're just making $1 hard way bets. Now, there is one big omission that I left out, and that is the odds bet. Whether you're taking or laying against the don't, that's because it's a 0% house edge bet. So no matter how many decisions per hour, no matter how much you bet, it's always going to be a 0 cost per hour. It still stands as the very best bet you can make at the craps table and in the casino. So I kind of left that one out. These are the top 5 because this one doesn't even need mention because there is no cost per hour. Now don't misunderstand me. You're either going to win or lose most likely after an hour. You're going to walk away up or down making this bet. But math says it doesn't cost you anything to play it. You should technically break even making the odds bet. There you go. What does this new information mean to you, this cost per hour? Is it something that should be relevant? Is it something we should look at? Or should we stick to the old standard of looking at bets by just their house edge, and that determines whether they're a good or bad bet? This definitely is really putting a little crinkle in my mindset. I've got a lot to think about here. So I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. And until next time, good luck on coloring up.